Good morning, my dear students. Today's topic is smelting. We learned various steps involved in the metallurgical processes. Smelting is also one of the processes involved in the metallurgical process. Then, what is smelting? Smelting is a process in which a large number of metal oxides obtained during roasting can be reduced to metals by heating with carbon at elevated temperature greater than 1000 degrees C. This process is called smelting. In this process, the roasted ore combines with carbon, coal or coke is heated at high temperature above the melting point of the metal. For example, iron oxide and lead oxide can be reduced by carbon and carbon monoxide, giving their free metals. In this case, carbon and carbon monoxide produced by the incomplete combustion of the carbon reduced to oxide to the free metal. During the reduction, an additional substance, coal flux, is added to the ore. It may be acidic flux or basic flux. When these impurities present in the ore combines with flux, it can give fusible product called slag. This slag is not soluble in molten metal. Being lighter, it can be easily skimmed off from the surface of the molten metal. The source of flux depends upon the impurities present in the ore. For example, acidic impurities, basic fluxes are used, and if it is present basic impurities, then it can be used acidic fluxes. For example, silicon dioxide, borax, phosphorus pentoxide, etc. If the ore contains the basic impurities such as calcium oxide, iron oxide, manganese carbonate, then acidic fluxes like sand, borax are used. Smelting is generally carried out in reverberatory furnace, blast furnace, or vertical retort furnace. This figure is on. This is a vertical retort furnace. In case of volatile metal such as zinc, smelting cannot be done in an open furnace. In such cases, reduction of oxide ore is carried out in fire clay retorts. The vertical retort is now in common use. This vertical retort is now in common use. There are three types of metal reduction. Number one, reduction by controlled heating in air. In this case, heavy metal such as mercury, whose oxides are unstable towards heat, only roasting in air is enough for the separation of the metal. For example, in this case, roasting of sulfide ore of mercury, that means cinnabar, gives the metal, and this is the reaction. This product mercury form is obtained as a condensed as liquid state. This is called the reduction process. Similarly, mercury vapors are condensed to the liquid state in the condensing chamber. This process is called air reduction process. Similarly, in the manufacture of copper, copper sulfide and mixed with copper oxide then gives copper and sulfur dioxide. This reduction type is called self or auto reduction. Then the second type of reduction is called chemical reduction. The second type of reduction is chemical reduction using carbon. In this reduction, this is used in the extraction of lead, zinc, iron, and tin. The third type of reduction is reduction of oxides of metal, that is Goldsmith thermite process. In this process, if the temperature required for the reduction of oxide by carbon is not easily attainable, then reduction is carried out by another metal such as aluminum. This is called Goldsmith thermite process. The example of this reaction are as follows. This completes the various steps involved in the metallurgical processes.